Hi, I'm Lisa Chissis, and I'm the president of Flex-A-Lite. I'm here to show you how to install this Jeep Wrangler fan combination into my TJ. So Flex-A-Lite didn't just manufacture this fan, we also manufactured this radiator. My grandfather founded this company in 1962, and we still manufacture here in the United States. In fact, you can hear some of the production noises because we're right here on the shop floor. So before we can take out the radiator, we got to drain the fluid that's in it. There is a drain plug on the bottom of this radiator, and be sure to catch that fluid and you can take it to your local parts store. They'll recycle it for you. Now we got to remove this top radiator hose, get it off, and then we're going to take that overflow bottle off over there. So in order to move this shroud, I've got 4 bolts that I need to loosen. 2 on each side. You see one down on the bottom, one on top, same thing over here on the driver's side. And in order to get this fan shroud off, I'm also going to have to loosen up the clutch fan so they can both come out together. That one can be a little trickier. You might need to consult your service manual on their recommendation. What's the best way to loosen it? I'm talking about this nut right here is what needs to loosen up in order for you to be able to spin the clutch fan off. So because we're eliminating this fan clutch and this fan blade, our belt-driven system no longer has to drive this fan, which means we're going to get more horsepower out of this install. Not only that, we're going to get quicker engine warm-up because I'm not moving any airflow over the engine until it reaches the temperature I want it to, and I'm going to get cooler AC output at idle because I'm going to move the same amount of airflow regardless of my engine speed. So before I drop in the radiator, I need to attach this bracket right here. You can see we use the stock bolts right here and right here, but we've also added the T-nut, which is going to go down here as well as up here. Make special note, it's important that this is flush with your frame right here so that the radiator fan will fit in there properly. I'm going to go ahead and leave this loose because I've got a couple other steps to make. I left the cardboard on here because I wanted to make sure I didn't damage the fins when I put it into place. But now I can go ahead and take this tape off. I've undone it from the bottom as well, so this can come out. I'm going to come onto this side of the radiator now and adjust the height of the tank over here. I need 1 1/8 inches for my overall height. Okay, next we're going to have to reattach the overflow tank, and this bracket has been provided for us. So I've got 2 T-bolts going down the channels here. I'm going to hook the bottom one first, so I can bring it up with this top one, and then I'm going to line it up right with the same bracket here so that the stock overflow bottle will then pop back in. But I do have another choice. I really like the look of this overflow tank, which by the way Flex-A-Lite offers. And we're going to go ahead and change the dimension of this bracket so then I can use this channel here for mounting the overflow tank. So now we're going to hook up the controls, and here's the terminals. So we've got the B terminal here, which is the positive going directly to the battery. We've got a C terminal, which is the air conditioning wiring, if you've got air conditioning. The M terminal is for the manual override, which is optional. The G is the ground terminal that's going direct to the battery. And then this is our 12-volt keyed positive source. This is adjustable between 160 and 240 degrees, and we're going to actuate it by putting this probe directly into the radiator fins. All right, so now that our wiring is completed, I'd like to point out a couple of things. We've got 10 gauge wire that's going to the battery, and we've got a 14 gauge red wire that we're using for our 12 volt keyed source. Make sure that you're going direct to the battery with both the positive and the ground for this application. Make sure that your crimps are very well connected, and also we're going to have to run this to get to the operating temperature and dial it in when we want the fan to come on. But overall, here's what it looks like when you're done.